And it's a secret that if a lot of people knew, they will probably have better outcomes. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. And if this is your first time here, hello, welcome. This is Essential Patience and I am Patience. And in today's video, I'll be telling you all of my hair growth secrets. At this point, some of them may not be secrets if you've been on this channel for a while, but if you haven't, join. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and ring the notification bell so you will not miss out on any of the times that I post. So let's get straight into it. Let me share with you my hair growth secrets that have really helped me retain length as the years have gone by. So as I've shared in a very detailed video, I've been growing my hair for just over 5 years. In my natural hair journey video, I give you a year by year breakdown of everything that I did, how my hair has progressed over those 5 years. Today, I'm going to tell you in detail some of the practices, some of the routines, and if any products that have really helped me to retain my length. Because I think everybody's hair grows. The problem is length retention. And once you're able to get it down, get a routine that you are able to stick to, the hardest parts are out of the way. So let's get straight into them. My first secret is always keeping a simple wash day routine. I, just like anybody who's been natural for a while, will know that sometimes wash day can be overwhelming. We get to really not wash our hair every single day and enjoy it, but then when wash day comes, we know we're gonna spend several hours washing our hair. The key is to keep it as simple as possible. There's no reason why you should have a whole day, some people even multiple days, just to care for your hair. It's not necessary. So keeping a simple wash day routine becomes helpful because it's sustainable and it's replicable over a long period of time. And this is where a lot of things really set into place. It's not even just in hair, but in a lot of different routines in our life. If it's simple and easily replicable, you are able and more likely to keep it than something that's overly complicated that you feel exhausted every time that you have to do it. You would not want to do it voluntarily. So when it comes to wash day, I don't do any special treatments, any special products. I don't use anything overwhelmingly. I don't do protein treatments, hot oil treatments. And while these things can be good from time to time, if you want to add it to your routine, you shouldn't feel like you have to necessarily do it every single wash day. Not to mention that you shouldn't have to feel the pressure to spend so much time washing your hair. I like to do a pre-poo, but that was something I incorporated maybe a year and a half ago. Shampoo it, deep condition it, put in some leave-in conditioner, and style it. Typically in plaits to wait for it to dry and stretch. You don't have to do way too much with it. And it's a secret that if a lot of people knew, they will probably have better outcomes. Because sometimes we think, oh, we have to do this and do this and do this and do this and get holy water from the Jordan to grow your hair. You don't need to do all that. You need to just keep it simple and make sure it's replicable. My second secret is that I do a lot of protective styling. And I chose the protective styles that I can do myself. They're simple, easy, and they last long enough for me to get to my next full wash day. These are typically, I'll say medium-sized braids and twists, and they're my go-to. I do protective styles several times a year. In fact, one of my normal routines after I wash my hair, stretch it, and then put it into mini braids oftentimes, and I'll keep the mini braids for 4 weeks. I will do 2 washes in there and then take it out on the 4th week after my wash, wear it out for a week, wash it, and then repeat the process all over again. When I do mini twists, I typically keep it there for 2, no more than 3 weeks, wash it, take it out, and then repeat the process. Protective styles protect mostly your ends, because when breakage happens and when you're not able to retain length, you are losing hair from your ends, and they're the oldest part of your hair, so they're fragile and they need your protection. And that's why protective styles can be very helpful promoting hair retention. Think about it this way: people who have relaxers in, for example, they have to go relax their hair every few months. Sometimes they can stretch it, but typically they have to do it so that it can match up to their other relaxed ends, so their hair is growing. Let's say somebody said they can't grow their hair past shoulder length. Why is that? Because your hair is obviously growing, you're getting relaxed. Then the problem is not the fact that your hair is not growing. The problem is the fact that your ends are breaking. And a lot of people have dehydrated ends that are literally falling off. Protect your hair and you keep it not just in the protective styles, continue moisturizing it. Continue making sure that it is hydrated. And you don't have to do it every single day. In fact, the first week I put in my mini braids or mini twists, I don't put any additional moisture in it. The week after, I will be moisturizing my hair every 3 to 4 days. So I don't overdo it. I would just like spray some water, put in my hair cream mix, and a little bit of hair oil to seal it in, and that's it. You don't need to do too much. And protective styles are a must to retain length for most people. The third one is related, which goes back to leaving your hair in protective styles for a while. When I started growing my hair for the first 2-3 years, I barely did any protective styles. I'll say it was towards the end of the second year that I really started to do more with my hair. And then during the pandemic in fall 2020, I started doing these bigger plaits on my hair and leaving them in for about a week to 10 days before taking it out and then doing my hair routine, washing it. And I started to see that I was retaining a lot more length, because the prior year I hit a roadblock where I was putting my hair in a lot of puffs. And then because I didn't have to go out anymore, I could literally just leave my hair in plaits that I wasn't great at doing, but I wasn't going out, so who cares? And I saw how beneficial it was for my hair to leave it in slightly longer. A year later, I started to do more mini braids and leave it in my hair for about 6 to 8 weeks. I think the longest I've done is maybe 8 weeks or 10 weeks. And I saw the progress and how I retained a lot of length, not to mention how easy it was for me to wake up in the morning, not do much, and go about my day. It was very appealing. Through those, I've been able to retain a lot of length. Now in the past year, I don't think I've left mini braids in my hair for longer than maybe 5 weeks. Typically I do 4 weeks. And there was a reason why. I just want to get my hair out, wear it out for a while, give it a break. If you are really on a journey where you can do super mini braids, especially, that can stay, because mine's more medium size. It gets frizzy after 4 weeks. It's right time to come out. But if you can do the mini in a point where you're not going to lock, try and keep it in for at least 6 to 8 weeks if you are going on a real hair growth journey. Like, I've already gotten to a good length. I've never really been pressed about that length. So for me, it's not the biggest deal. But if that's something that you want, try and keep it in your hair longer. Also do this. Keep washing them. I don't know why people think they can just leave mini braids or mini twists in their hair and not wash it. Wash them. Maybe you do it every 2 weeks. That's typically my routine. Keep your hair clean, because if you're going to continually moisturize it, it's going to have some buildup. Cleanse it. Wash it. So keep it in for a while and keep it clean and moisturized. And that's how I was able to retain a lot of length in the past 3 years. My next secret is reducing the amount of times I style my hair with heat. Now, as you can see, I have a silk press in, and I do this once a year for the past 3 years. And going forward, I am revaluing my relationship with heat. So in 2023, I only used it twice. In 2022, I used it twice. Being on a journey to grow your hair and retain length, I think it's important that you cut down on the amount of times you use heat, at least for a while, because in a couple of years, if your hair goes to length, you can use it as much as you want. Still be careful. I think it's more important when you're really trying to get your hair to retain even more length. Your hair is more susceptible to heat damage the more times you use heat. The most amount of times I've ever used heat in a given year was maybe 4 times, but I know some people who heat style their hair every few weeks. This just makes you susceptible to heat damage, split ends, and you want to reduce those chances when you're growing your hair. And that's why protective styles become very important, because if you put them in protective styles, you don't need to use heat. And I know some people use heat to stretch their hair before they put it into their mini braids, mini twists. I don't do that. I literally just stretch it by plaiting up my hair into a good 12 sections, take it out, comb it, and I do my mini braids or my mini twists. So you don't need to use heat. And once you lay off on it and you're able to enjoy your natural hair, to work with it without it always being heat style, you get more comfortable with it, and you'll be able to find better ways to preserve the length. My next secret is researching the products that I use. I'm not the type of person to jump on every new product that comes out, and even though I do like to watch natural hair product reviews, and I am open to new products every few years, before I add it to my routine, I always do my research. I'm not ingredient phobia, you know, like, don't use this, don't use that. but I do try to stay away from some of the dangerous ones. That's why I stay away from a relaxer. You definitely want to make sure that you're researching the ingredients in your hair product and that they're not dangerous, especially over a long-term use. Because sometimes when I start to use a product and I like it, I keep it in my hair routine for a long time. My leave-in conditioner, which is the Shea Moisture leave-in conditioner, I have had and used it for almost 4 years, and I don't see myself changing at this time. And I always try to get even better quality products that I can within reason. And it's not expensive as some people say, because most of my hair products are all under $10. In fact, the only one that's over $10, but definitely under 20, is my Shea Moisture leave-in conditioner. And I don't go through products as fast as you would think. And it's definitely possible to spend less than $300 a year on hair products. I certainly do. Which moves on to my next point, which is not to use way too much products. I know some people buy a ton of product, being product junkie, and you have so many different products in your hair routine. That gets confusing and that definitely gets complicated really quickly. And this can result in several things: your hair having so much buildup, or you just being too lazy to do everything that you had already planned to do in a very complicated routine. I've been very simple with my hair routine. So when it's time to moisturize my hair in a protective style, all I do is I spray some water, dab in some of the mixed cream that's already pre-mixed. I'm done with it. I don't need a 20-step hair care routine. That gets tiring. Also, just having too many products, I feel like it will give you anxiety because did I use this? Did I use this? And I just have been able to take out so many products from my hair routine. I don't use curling cream, gels, all these other products that has been added on. And I actually have a video on basic hair care products that you would need, and then other additional ones that are optional. But when you're talking about the products that you actually need in your hair care products: shampoo, deep conditioner, a good leave-in conditioner, and a hair oil. That's it. You don't really need every product on the market. The 7th secret is being gentle with my hair. I think sometimes when it comes to natural hair, people think, do this because my hair is so tough to work with. Be gentle. And when you're gentle with it, not only is it easier on you, it's easier on your hair. So you're not pulling it and causing damage. Now, it's really important that you're loving your hair and you're putting in the proper care. But in doing so, do so with a better spirit, a better emotion. Don't have negative emotions towards your hair. If you're hating on your hair and you always think it's too much, it's too tough, I mean, people say it, but if you believe those things, you're transmitting negative energy into your hair. And I know it may not seem as serious, but it also just affects how you deal with your hair. But if you're loving on it and you understand that this is just the hair God gave me and I'm going to be satisfied with it, you'll be more likely to be gentle with your hair. And when you are, you preserve the length and you don't cause split ends. And you're able to grow your hair because the length is being retained. So be gentle with your hair. I know I'm not the most gentle, but I definitely make a priority to be so. Every single year as it goes on, I try to be more and more gentle, to the point where I started doing a lot more finger detangling in the past 3 years, and I've seen good results with it. So I don't have to use a comb, a wide tooth comb every single time. Instead, I just take my time and finger detangle. And I know you don't always have time. Sometimes I'm frustrated, I'm trying to go to bed, or I come home from working 10 hours a day. I don't really feel like sitting down and do my hair. Just take a moment and be gentle, and you would see a lot more positive progression of your hair in the future. My next secret is trimming my hair regularly. I do that every time I see some knots or some raggedy ends. I have a pair of scissors, hair scissors, and I just cut it off. And I went to also get a professional trim, which I did last year as well, because I like to make sure that I'm getting all those dead ends off. Not to mention that split ends can do more damage over time and ruin the thickness of your hair and the ends of your hair. And it doesn't look nice when you have hair and then the ends are not full and thick and luscious. Instead, you have luscious hair up here and then the ends are raggedy. I do not accept that. So during my media blowouts, I go in and I trim my hair, but I also trim it consistently when I see it as needed. And I definitely get my one-time professional trim per year, and I definitely will continue to do so. My 9th secret, and come closer because this one is huge. I leave my hair alone. You believe that? How hard is that? I leave my hair alone because sometimes people do too much, and hair is meant to be enjoyed, don't get me wrong. But sometimes when you're going on a hair length progression journey, meaning you're trying to grow your hair in length, you have to make temporary sacrifices. So you keep doing so much with your hair. When you're doing those super tight hairstyles, those super complicated hairstyles, those super damaging hairstyles, you are limiting the progress you make each year. So sometimes just leave your hair alone. When you put them in the protective styles, leave them alone for a while. And I'm not saying you can't do anything to your hair, because definitely life is meant to be enjoyed. Enjoy your hair progress. And I enjoy my hair too, so do so as well. But leave your hair alone, and don't be in your hair all the time, combing it, touching the end, always having to manipulate it in a way, shape, or form. And that's what protective styles really help me do, because then I don't have to keep my hands in my hair all the time. I'm able to just let my hair go and grow and retain the length that I know it can. Our hair grows from the scalp, so it's always growing. You leave it alone for it to do what it's supposed to do. And the last but absolutely not the least is I stay consistent. In the past 5 years, I have been consistent, and consistency allows you to achieve anything in life. Everything in life is about consistency if you want to achieve something, and hair is no different. So if you want to grow your hair and you're interested in finding new methods to do it, once you find your hair routine, stay consistent. Stay consistent with your wash days, stay consistent with your trims, stay consistent with your protective styles, stay consistent in keeping your hair moisturized no matter what form it's in. You want to make sure that you're preserving it, and consistency is key. If you're not able to be consistent, you're going to get frustrated easily. You are going to not have a routine, so you're going to miss when your hair is dry, you need to moisturize. You're going to miss when you need to trim, causing the splitters to continue going up your hair strands. You're going to miss a lot of things that would have helped you retain your length. Length is about time, by the way. In the 5 years, this is the longest my hair has been, because it's been 5 years. I mean, this is the longest my hair has been my entire life. But it's about consistency. I was consistent time over time. And were there times where I wasn't able to be as consistent as I wanted? Yes, life happens. And then I don't make excuses. Next time I just jump on and make sure that I continue and pick up where I left off and stay consistent as much as I can. Have I skipped wash days? Yes, I have. For a couple of days, maybe I'll push it back. Okay, I'm supposed to do it on Wednesday, no, Thursday, Friday. The longest I pushed it back is maybe a week. But after that, you're really pushing dangerous territories. Let us all implore some level of consistency, making sure that your hair is healthy consistently in our hair care routine. And if you do so, you would see progress in your hair length retention. So with that, I'm bringing this video to an end. Thank you all so much for what you thought about my hair growth secrets. Let me know in the comment section, do you relate to any of this? Are any of these going to help you? I want to know. Remember to like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and share this video with anyone you think will be helpful to. Also, ring notification bell so you'll not miss out anytime I post a video. So thank you all so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.